Welcome back aboard the SS Horror, folks. I will be your captain. Today we're doing our first segment of Second Opinion First Mate. And here's my first mate, Sambone. Say hi to the folks.
Hello.
Alright, so we're going to be picking his brain about The Witch. So sit back, take a dip, and enjoy. Welcome back, folks! Let's get to dipping! So today, during this segment, I'm going to be dipping Red Man Original. Sambone, what are you going to be dipping on today?
I have Skull Snooze in Smooth Mint pouches.
Love me some Skull Snooze Smooth Mint. Y'all didn't catch that? I did do a review on that, so check it out. Alright, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Alright, Sambone, why don't you tell us about the scariness of this movie?
So, I didn't think The Witch was very scary. It was very disturbing and unsettling and uneasy, but there was never very much scary throughout the whole thing. There was a couple of jump scares, but just like one or two throughout the whole thing. It was one that you're going to be thinking about the movie all like the rest of the night, but it's not going to keep you up at night.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's not a very scary movie, folks. You'll sleep just fine at night. Let's say we get into some pros and cons.
So, I'm going to start with some pros. There's more pros than cons, which is a good thing. So, this movie is about atmosphere. The whole thing is just trying to make you feel uneasy, dirty almost, and just it's odd and does a really good job with that. And the music really helps with this. Music reminds me a lot of Stanley Kubrick and like 2001. That's what that movie is all about, is the music, and this one is the same. A couple other things I liked about it: there's no real explicit violence. There's a little bit, but they leave a little bit more to the imagination, and what you imagine is pretty messed up, like really messed up, and you'll know what I'm talking about if you watch the movie. And I liked also the historical accuracy, or what they call historical accuracy. They speak in Old English. It's kind of hard to understand. I'll talk more about that in a minute. And it's kind of about what people believed back then in the 1600s in early America.
Early America!
America! So, one thing I really like about it, and a lot of people this will maybe not agree with, is there's no real explanation. They just jump into it. They don't talk. There's no real backstory about what's going on. There's very little. There's a tiny bit. And they just get into it. You kind of have to figure it out and make your own conclusions to the whole thing, which I really like. There's a couple of scenes in the movie that really make the whole movie for me. And you'll know them when you see them. One at the beginning and one near the end. The one near the end was just goosebumps right now. It was fantastic. So I'll get into the cons now. I'll go into the historical accuracy, or not the historical accuracy, the not being able to understand people. They do a good job of it, but you're going to need subtitles most likely.
Turn those subtitles up. In the very beginning, as soon as you press play, put on the subtitles.
It'll help a lot. There's a lot of mumbling and a lot of jargon that they use that we don't use anymore. It's understandable, but it's better to have the subtitles. The movie's really slow, it seems, in a couple of scenes. Like, there's no real up and down throughout the whole thing. It's just kind of at a constant, steady like creep. And then it goes that way throughout the most thing. So it can be a little dry, a little slow, so that's a con. Another one thing is there's no real like true conclusion or explanation of why things are happening. You kind of have to, it's one of those ones where you kind of have to your own interpretation of it. So those are my pros and cons of the movie.
Perfect. Heard right from the first mate. Well, alright, Sambone, what do you say? Give our final thoughts on this one.
I liked it. I would recommend it. It's not going to be for everyone. It's got a really niche audience. I don't know how to say niche. Niche, you can decide. That's not for me. I would suggest watching it a couple of times with subtitles both times. I watched the first time without it and didn't understand anything that was going on until about 80% through the movie. So watch it, think about it, watch it again. I think you'll enjoy it a second time again.
And we're both in agreement on that this is a niche audience movie. Like I said in my review, it's not for everybody, but if you like some of the things that we talked about, definitely check it out. So, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, drop us a comment and let us know what you think. Check us out on the Twitter, check us out on the Facebook. Also, some things I want to talk about in the future. We're thinking about doing it. We want to do a compare and contrast. We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. Okay, so we're going to do the old versus the new. We're going to watch the old one. Then we're going to write some stuff about it, and we're going to do a review on it. Then we're going to watch the new one, write a review on it, and then we're going to compare and contrast the two. So be on the lookout for that. That ain't going to come out for a while, just FYI, but it's something to look forward to. So if you want to go watch it, if you want to go read the book or listen to the audio book or anything, you know, that'll help when you're watching our video. Anyway, keep it spooky, y'all. This has been your captain speaking.